my cat looks just like your dragon.
And it behaves just like a cat as well. The rubbing its head and all that stuff. Yeah, I thought it was a cat the minute I saw it.
Some of the expressions on that dragon's face are like, that's my cat.
Yeah, it reminds me of my cat as well.
What's your cat's name?
Mary Manu.
Mary and Manu. Mine's name's Gremlin.
Okay, that's a great name.
It's perfect, yeah. That's great. Well, my God, you've got so much going on, I don't even know where to start.
A lot happening.
Well, I guess let's start with this movie.
All right.
Because that seems like a logical
place.
Since
Sure.
they pay for the food that I just ate.
Sure.
How did you land this role?
I was in Hawaii making a film called Tropic Thunder, and it was the same company as DreamWorks, and they had said, like, there's a part in our kind of one of our new cartoons we're doing that you might be right for, would you? And then Bonnie Arnold, the amazing producer, and Jeffrey Katzenberg came out to Hawaii, and I got to meet him and recorded with them for a couple of hours, or that was even less, it was like an hour or so, and then I was convinced there's no way they're going to want to keep recording my nasal voice, and it turns out 3 years later we have a movie. Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, really neat.
It's a really cute film. I mean, it really has a great message, family
I think so too.
and comfort for animals, all that stuff.
And also, to me, the main message of the flick to me is like it's like an analogy for kind of artsy kids in high school, because it's like the point of the movie to me is that all the things that when you're young you believe are your failings, or the things that you should be ashamed of, because that's what society tells you, because you're the only one not playing hockey or football or whatever, and you're drawing little comics or recording songs at home at night by yourself in your closet, and those are the things that when you get out of high school, those are the things that actually set you apart and make you. Those are like you end up being proud of the things that you were taught to be ashamed of, and that's what the movie is about to me. Because Hiccup at the start of it, the chicks are more alpha male than he is, and he just is like, drawing and making his crazy weapons in seclusion, and then by the end of the movie, he changes everything, and all the things that people used to give him crap for, those are the things that end up kind of saving the day.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a really good message, and in your case, it's kind of true. I mean, you've been drawing and doing stuff since you were a kid, right?
Yeah. No, I specifically writing kind of scary stories. Yeah, that's my favorite stuff. Yeah, it's like it's my when I was 7 years old, I had thought I'd be a writer, and then when I was 9, I said, no, I don't want to be a writer. I want to direct. I want to make movies. And so since I was 9 years old, I've just been waiting for the chance to direct horror and action movies in Montreal. Wow. She's out of my league.
She's out of my league. So you've got like a romantic comedy thing going on here as well.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you can't do?
Thank you very much for asking. No, as far as I'm concerned, there isn't. And my mother agrees with me. No, it's just, listen, it's busy hands or happy hands, and if I can, if I make people laugh in that movie, and I make kids happy with this movie, and that's the whole reason you become an actor, is to get to make, to impact people, and in the best case scenario, to kind of make their day, and people have told me that they were in bad moods before they saw She's Out of My League, and it cheered them up, and that's like the nicest thing anyone could possibly say to me, and so like, I'm just thrilled, yeah.
It's amazing, you like so many young actors, you seem to have gotten a lot of really great opportunities.
I have,
very quickly.
and well, I've it's weird. I've been kind of on the bubble or the cusp here in the States for a while, because I've been acting out here for the better part of the last 10 years, and I've been in some pretty I've gotten to make some pretty special movies, and I got to be in a movie that won friggin' Best Picture at the Oscars, and like. I've been real psyched about the career I've had, and more than anything, I'm just real happy that I have a resume that kind of reflects my taste and my interest, and I just get to, and the film nerd in me just gets to geek out, because I've been going, basically in my mind, I've been going to the best film school there is for the past 15 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
That's real neat.
What kind of advice would you give to people that want to follow in your footsteps? I mean,
I don't know that I'm in any position to give anyone advice, but I guess I would just say, like, it's kind of like the what I was saying before about what the movie's about. It's just like especially if you're young, like high school can be like the most brutal thing ever, and just because you haven't peaked in high school, that doesn't mean you're not, you don't have great stuff waiting for you. And try, if anything, you don't want to peak when you're young. And so I guess I would say just like, I'd give the advice that my mom gave me when I was a little kid, and I was trying to say, so what do I do when I grow up? And she says, well, you find something that you would do for free, and you find a way to make a living at it. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is to find something that makes you happy. So whatever it is that makes you happy, if you can find a way to get paid doing it, then that'll be a life.
For this one, this was your first experience doing voice only, right?
Well, it was my first experience doing like what they call original voice, because like when I was like 13 or 14, I had done a bunch of dubbing, dubbing French shows into English and stuff, and that's recording boot camp. Like if you can succeed in that, like you can just about do anything they throw at you. And this is a way more fun thing to do. Yeah.
It looks like it would be fun because you really just get to act in a room.
Well, that's basically it, and they were fine with me ad-libbing and improvising, and it was like, and I didn't have to put makeup on, and I could wear pajama pants, and
that's how I work every day.
Yeah, it was lovely, man, and like I was never there more than 2 or 3 hours, and they always had a hamburger waiting for me, and like, yeah, it was an absolutely lovely job. Yeah.
So now you've met all your co-stars, right?
Oh yeah, I got to work with them sometimes.
Yeah.
For the most part it was by myself, but I got to work with Gerard, and I got to work with Craig, and I got to work with America a few times, and I got to work with Jonah a bit. But and it always it's always fun when you get to work with them, and it affects the way it changes your performance and everything. But the vast majority of it was like sort of piecemeal. Doing it once every couple of weeks or so for 3 years. Yeah.
Wow. Gerard seems like he has to yell a lot.
He does. Those are the parts he always has to play.
Does he gets paid by the bellow? I think
that's exactly it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter is hoarse, gravelly screaming.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Jay, it's just been a delight. Thank you so much
for coming.
It was a
please,
pleasure.
thank you.
Thanks
Thanks for coming.